So if you've watched the Writer's Block, you would have seen in recent episodes that Allison and I were kind of at odds with the idea of progressing with a TV show, an interview-style show for the Bell One Network here in Ottawa.
So we are prepping for our television show, which is called Totally Off Script. And this is a show that Norm and I are doing with Bell Media. And it's exciting. It's really exciting. We're shooting our first 3 episodes next week. So we're just going through, we're hosting it, and we're just going through the questions that we want to ask. And basically, it's about writers. So writers in this area that you might be familiar with or that you should be familiar with. And it's across the board. It could be a songwriter or a technical writer, a children's book writer, a feature film writer. So we're looking to bring light to the Ottawa talent that is here.
So what I have question-wise for this show, possible ones.
Did you send that to me?
May have, may not have.
Okay.
But I guess the very first one, when did you know you wanted to be a writer? Like, I think that's a great question. We'll take people back into their, you know.
And they might be able to offer up a tiny little aha moment, right? Because
I would hope so.
Well,
Yeah.
sometimes people just fall into it easily. They know they're not good in math and science. They know they're good as a writer, or vice versa.
Yeah.
But sometimes people have that aha moment, right?
Yeah.
Did you ever have that?
It didn't sound like that.
What did it sound like in your head?
Aha! Which to me is more, you know.
Well, that's you. I think my moment was like, right, I'll do it. There's nothing else I'm good at.
Quick backstory. I was given this person's contact information. They said they were looking for content, and I thought, this would be a great opportunity for Allison and I to take Gentle Ben and pitch it. So we actually, I believe we tried to find out what kind of content they were looking for, but we met with the producer. We had a meeting. We met with the producer. We told him about our script, told him about what we had, and a couple of other ideas, I think, as well. And he basically said, well, it's not really something we're looking at. We're looking for more community programming. We want it localized, make it about Ottawa. It's all about the community as it is a community television station. Good, this just keeps on getting more and more interesting. But this is the TV business, Allison.
It is the TV business.
You know what? We're in demand, and we're going to be on demand.
In demand and on demand.
Exactly. Aha!
It's kind of, it's a really interesting experience because we are basically creating this show and producing the show and have our hand in many elements of this particular process. So it's a little nerve-wracking as well as we approach the date. But it's all good. It's all good, and it's experience for other shows that we may want to do down the line. Mm-hmm.
Was there a time when you thought you were going to quit? Was there a time?
I like that. Was there a time that you questioned whether or not this was the direction, the career that you wanted? You know.
Okay. Was there ever a time when you questioned your decision to be a writer? Another one I have here that we wrote was, what is your writing process like? Or can you guide us? Can you guide us through your writing process?
Do you drink when you write? And does that make it better?
How high do you get? I think we left that meeting thinking, is this, they didn't really want to take our script, and is there something we could do? And then I guess we seriously started asking ourselves, is there a show that we could do, a community-based show? I think if we're lucky, while we're asking questions, they're going to be giving us answers, and there's going to be tidbits for us to pick up on and ask further questions. And
I think we'll feed off of that for sure, but we'll feed off of each other, kind of thing. Right?
Yeah. What we should do is we should print this out.
Yeah.
And put a copy on your back and a copy on my back, and if we're struggling, you can just kind of lean back and go like this.
Although if I'm leaning against a mirror, then the camera's going to pick up what's on the back of the mirror.
Don't lean against a mirror.
Well, there's mirrors everywhere and where we're shooting.
Okay. What about wear a sweater and just put letters, like hint letters on it, and we'll just say it's the new fashion.
Yeah.
If you wear this thing, right?
This thing!
Yeah, you could actually put little letters,
Yeah.
little letters in the things, and no one would ever know.
That's another thing. We're going to have to coordinate our outfits because, you can't be wearing a jungle
outfits.
print shirt.
I don't have
You can't be wearing a
outfits.
flowered print
I
shirt.
figured what I'm going to do, honest to God, I'm going to do jeans, right? Because that's what I wear.
Yeah.
And maybe 3 different sweaters.
Yeah, me too, for sure.
So,
Not sweaters, but like...
I
Or
don't...
maybe I'll throw a dress on or something. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll have to coordinate that.
I'm
as
just
well.
going to bring a lot and we'll figure stuff out.
I was thinking too, maybe I'd have hair in some episodes and not in others.
Okay.
What do you think?
Well, it's all up to whatever you want.
Full black frizzy hair one day.
Yeah.
A nice blonde thing the other day. Another day just like this.
Yeah.
Sound good?
Yeah. You could even bring in those Christmas antlers.
Oh yeah.
Love
those. Yeah.
What's funny is that initially, Norm and I had pitched this idea to Belle, and we were trying to refine the pitch, refine the show, and we were really coming into a lot of roadblocks to the point where I said to Norm, I think we just need to pass. I don't know what other kind of revisions that this producer wants that's going to make it fit, and it wasn't really in my genius time, and so we wrote an email to the producer and passed on it. And he said, I think you guys are a lot closer than you think, and gave us some pointers and a couple more meetings, and we're off to the races.
We came up with a winning strategy for a short interview style show, and we met with him, and he basically said, let's shoot this. So now we're 5 days away from shooting 3 episodes. They're going to be pilots. And we're 5 days away. At the moment, we've got 2 confirmed guests and one that we're still waiting to hear back from. So I guess that's the TV business. And now, we're just getting all the final details. What kind of questions are we going to ask? What kind of little fun things are we going to do throughout the interview to make it interesting and keep the viewer's attention? So I have 2 truth or dare envelope challenge questions.
Okay.
Balance a ping pong ball on a straw for 10 seconds. With the straw in your mouth and your head tilted back. Remember?
Yeah.
We tried that one.
Yeah.
And the whole point of Truth or Dare is tell us your most embarrassing moment. Tell us your most embarrassing story.
In
life,
right?
yeah.
In
Tell us
life.
your most
Okay.
embarrassing story. Or you do what's in this envelope.
Right.
You have a choice. Pick one, pick the other.
Yeah. With respect to a completely different project, a film, I initially turned down an audition for time purposes in that I just had a lot of dates that were going to conflict. And I come to find out some more information down the line, and my dates open up, and ended up auditioning for it. And we'll see how that goes. It would shoot the same week that I shoot the television show, so that would be probably one of the busiest weeks of my life. But I remember saying just this morning to someone, never say no initially. Always say yes. Say yes to a project, say yes to an opportunity, say yes to an audition, and it might not be in your genius time at that particular point, but there are always ways to bring that project into, your good time, your genius time, which is hopefully what will happen with the film and what is certainly happening with this show.
And the second one I had was say the alphabet backwards in less than 60 seconds.
That's
was a
hard.
good one.
Z,
It is hard.
Y-X.
ZYXW.
Oh, you got that. No, X.
V.
R-S-T-U-V.
T.
S.
U. D.
That's
S,
hard.
S.
T-U-V.
R. Or P.
Q-R-S. L-M-N-O-P. P.
R.
L-M-N-O-P. P-O-L-M-N.
No. P-O-M.
M. L-M-N.
P-O-N.
L-M-N-O-P. L-M-N-O-P.
Right, so
P-O.
N-M-L. K. J.
Q-R-S. Oh, no.
K-J.
If that was my question, I'd be like, give me the... I'll be telling you my most embarrassing moment.
G. F. D. E. C. B. A.
Oh, you're better than me. I would never do that.
We're going to shoot these 3 episodes. They're going to be edited. They're going to be put together. And then we'll take a watch of them and see if they have legs. See if it's something that they want to put on the air.
It's good. It's crazy. I'm a little anxious about it all, but having Norm as a partner is very calming, and he and I have got great chemistry, and who knows where this where this could go, where we could take this. And what's funny too is, Norm and I started working on the writer's block, which is a similar concept, hosting an online show about our writing process, not knowing that 6 years down the road, we'll be doing this with a network.
When did you know you wanted to be a writer? Was there an aha moment?
Jesus.
What work are you most proud of? What's your favorite song or story or scene, etc.? Have you ever experienced writer's block?
Keep going.
Was there ever a time when you questioned your decision to be a writer?
Are you from the Deep South?
I am.
Well.
Can you guide us through your writing process? What was your first paying job? If you weren't a writer, what other profession would you pursue?
Okay, that's enough.
2 more, come on. Do you feel like you made it? And what is your definition of made it anyhow? One last one. What's the greatest thing you haven't written yet? Huh?
Everything that you might think that you're doing something, you don't see how that's going to move you forward. And sometimes you never see that for quite some time. And then all of a sudden an opportunity comes up and it fits right in with the experience that you've had in prior years.
Best case scenario would be that we ask a question and we go on this incredible thing, and then we ask some questions as they're talking to us, and we dig deep and we find things out, So and now this has changed.
And we might go in a completely different direction given one of the responses.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, it may take us someplace else. And I'm hoping that some of those, tangent questions will actually remind us of ones that we wanted to ask as well.
It's exciting. I think it's going to be a really different format. It's going to be a unique format. It's going to be our style, our tone. We've got a great producer, hands-on, and he's super cool and confident. And, there's certain elements of the show that are not yet in place, and I'm a little concerned about that. But, the thing is when Norm and I work together, we work off of each other, and we'll be working off the guest as well. So we certainly have some questions that we know we want to ask, but you never know if we'll get around to that. We could ask a question, the guest could answer, and we'll go off on a completely different tangent. And that's also something that I think is in our benefit and will really make the show unique.
It could go either way, right? I mean, we could realize that Allison and I are only suited for the writer's block because we don't interview other people. We just kind of get our own crap out and insult each other and have a few laughs. Or we might find out that we're actually pretty good for TV, and maybe people will like the show, and maybe people will want to be on the show, and maybe the show will take off, and maybe that opportunity could lead to other opportunities. It's crazy, but you just never know where things are going to end up when you start something. And I know for a fact that Allison would agree, because she actually just said the same thing upstairs a few minutes ago. So there you go. I'm not psychic, although I knew I was going to say that.